Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 5th of September 2025. Start of a new month. Big protest yesterday in town. Well, not so big, but protest nonetheless for the spoil your vote. We'll show a couple of videos of that. We'll also be talking Barbie Cardassian is back on the loose and in Dublin, and the lads were giving her a bit of stick yesterday about it. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I have to say, Vincent Carroll talked about it yesterday as well, about the spoil your vote. We will go on about that. And I have a video of my good friend Ferg, who was across the pond, the across the pond thing with Atwood, that chap Atwood. And yeah, it was a good, I have to play it. It's about 6 or 7 minutes long, but I have to play it, yeah, because it's a good one, you know. But yeah, everyone, you can get us. I'm actually stifling my nose and my throat. My chest feels shit now, I have to say. You can get us on the WhatsApp number 1521. And you can also get us watch live on X at FitzyDub and at Neil Casey at Wolf27 and at Deal Heron and on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons. And if all of these go down, you will get us on www.theirishchannel.com/live. If you can, go over and just bookmark that channel, because you'll get us there every Sunday night at 9 and every Wednesday at 9 on Orla Live. So yeah, thanks very much. So yeah, let's just go through a few of these. How's everyone? How are you, Angie? How's everyone? What's the crack, Paul? Hope all is good. Yeah, all is good, lads. Yeah, all is good. Mark Atwood. I think Tracy O'Matney may have been there as well. There was a few, but I said I'd go with Fergs because, listen, he's everywhere, mate. He's everywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Fergs. The few that he went on a bit, some of them, like, you know what I mean, his was short and sweet. It was about 5 or 6 minutes, you know. So yeah. Hello from York in England. Hello, Emmanuel. How are you? How's things? Hi, Angie. Chris Bourne. Hi, John Parker. John Langan. Sarah Hardy. Angie Kate. Dave. Emmanuel Current. Hi, everyone. And thank you to everybody who bought us a coffee last Sunday night. That was the best night that's the best. It was the most we ever got in one night. And fair play to everyone. Thank you very much. Put your hands back. I get Martin back on there again to bark at you. Yeah, but yeah, thanks very much. Any update on there is, yeah, there's a few. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, but I'd say Anthony will be on later on, so I'm sure we can discuss that. We come back to talk about that later on. A lot of stuff going on in the background, yeah. The next shows it, yeah. Thanks for that. Looking great, Paul. Less red, lol, and thank God no beard anymore. Me ma said the same. It was me ma who, yeah, it was me ma. Yeah, like an outflow with that beard. Get rid of that beard. Get rid of that beard. So you always do what your ma says, you know what I mean? Thanks, Sarah. Anyway. Yeah, do you know what I want to touch on here? This was a tweet from Joe Duffy from Marcus De Bruyne. Bring the lovely Orla up there now. Are you? Good evening, Orla. How are you? Oh, we have our hair down tonight, have we?
Ooh. No, I've just had a shower, so. So how are you?
Good, yeah. All good, yeah.
And Sarah, stop with the compliments. Like, do you know what I mean? He doesn't need any more.
Listen, I do look better without the beard. I don't. Yeah,
no, you do.
Vote, yeah, spoil your vote. Well, I'm going to spoil my vote. I'm not going to listen. You do what you want to do, but I'm spoiling my vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm putting Maria Steen on mine. I'm putting Maria Steen on mine. I don't care. You know, people are saying to me, "Oh, but she's this and she's that. She's not for equal rights with the gay marriage." And like, let's be honest about it. If everyone was to live by the Catholic way, there'd be no gay marriages.
Exactly.
You know, let's be honest about it. Like, so you are flying in God's face here. A lot of people are. You know what I mean? Saying this, that, and the other about this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? If you're a Catholic and you're a practicing Catholic, well, then that shouldn't enter into your head at all. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be worried about shit like that. You know what I mean? Because it's blasphemy according to the church. So, listen, I'm all for it. If people are in love, they're in love, walk away. You know what I mean? I really couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? I really couldn't. You know, what you are and what you're not, you know? So, live and let live, I am, you know? Fine size sitting room. I wish. I tell you, I'd be asleep on that sofa now if that was my sitting room. Evening all. Look younger without the beard. Thank you, Angie. Fair play to you. I think someone was trying to make me look older than what I was. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Yeah, you the boss. How are you, Chris? Sarah Hardy, ha. Paul Nolan, prisoner of war. Yes, and I tell you, he's doing. Listen, Paul's a good one. I like Paul. I have a great time with Paul now, I'm being honest with you. He said he was going to come on Wednesday night show, but he didn't come on. But if you're listening, Paul, send in a text there, mate, to I'll put it up there now. Send it into the show there, into 089 203 1521, and I will send you. I'll send you on the link to come on if you want, just to have a chat about what went on yesterday and everything else. There was a march in town yesterday, and we'll talk about that in a while. But I want to talk about this. Okay. This is Dr. Marcus De Bruyne, right?
De Bruyne, yes.
And De Bruyne, yeah, De Bruyne, tomato. So this is, I don't know whether you can see it there or not. RTE's Joe Duffy lands a nice job with Pfizer just weeks after he retires from RTE. Pfizer's bid to introduce a new and entirely unnecessary RSV vaccine for over 65s at a cost of 146 million off of the deal. The media don't ask questions because Pfizer pay for the research and the advertising. New research exposes low awareness of RSV risks among older people. Pfizer Ireland. So there you go. There's Joe. Good old Joe sitting outside. Look, well into the future. Look at him.
Oh, what's that there to the side? Can you see there to the side? Is that
What
bags
is
of
it?
Money?
Money. Yeah, that's it. That's what it
I
is.
thought so.
The
That's what
bags
it
of
looked
money are
like.
there. Yeah,
That's probably what
that's
they're sitting
exactly
on
what
over
it
there.
is. This is why none of them. This is why none of them spoke out during COVID, because they knew they were getting these cushy jobs. I'm telling you now.
Look at Luke O'Neill.
Yeah.
With shares.
So there you go. And here we go. New research exposes low awareness of RSV risks among older people. No, not happening, lads. Look at these two. Smiley. Good old Joe.
Yeah, I know.
RSV poses great. RSV program recommended to adults 56 plus. So I am in that bracket. So I'm going to get my RSV shit. I am. So on 17th September 2025, a new study has found that awareness of respiratory RSV is very low, the virus being a major cause of hospitalizations each winter. The findings highlight a lack of public health awareness among older adults and their carers, despite being a cohort who risk of serious illness of RSV. Respiratory virus that, despite being very common, can cause severe complications in adults over the age of 65. These complications can include pneumonia and worsening of underlying conditions of COPD and heart disease. This is all being pushed out now because vaccines are causing COPD and heart disease, and they're causing people to get pneumonia because your immune system is shot. That's the problem here. And this is what they're doing. They're normalizing this now. This is makes me sick, I swear to God. And these people need to be held accountable for this. Joe Duffy's, Ciara Kelly, Luke O'Neill, the whole lot of them. You know what I mean?
Ryan
Donnelly,
yeah.
the whole lot of them. Every one of them. Not just the media, everyone. Dahl, the whole lot. I'm telling you. I won't read any more of that, but you can see.
Paul, if you're getting the RSV shot, you don't need to worry about pneumonia because there's a pneumonia shot as well. Then you're going to have to get the flu shot and you're going to have to get the COVID shot as well. And then I'm sure there's probably another couple you get at the same time. So if you're in, you get them all. And then they'll give you a little loyalty card when you're finished.
There you go. Smiley Joe. Good man, Joe. How much did you sell your soul for, you dirty bastard, you? Scumbags. Orla Red. Hi, John Malloy. Good evening, Orla. Good evening, Mark. How are you, buddy? How about you talk about people behind the vax? People behind the vax. Okay. Yeah.
Who do you mean by that?
Who do you mean by that? Behind the vax?
But
well, it's eugenics. We know it's eugenics. You know what I mean? This is to depopulate the world. No, that's not a conspiracy theory anymore because girls can't have kids anymore. Their ovaries, their eggs are shot, and the whole. This has been proven in the States already. So it's not.
But it's affecting men as well. Remember, it's not just women.
Yeah. And also, if men have sex with a vaccinated woman, their tadpoles go blah, they go the opposite way. That's what happens. Yeah, I'll tell you also, fair play to Sheila yesterday. She made a speech at the GPO yesterday. She did, yeah. I'll pull that down as well.
Very good.
Yeah, she was very good. She was. Good man, Fergus. Yeah. Making room for the newcomers. Yes, exactly. We will never forget or forgive. Yeah, you're right. I won't either. Yeah, all same coins. They look guilty too. Yeah. How are you faring? How's things, brother? You all right?
How are you?
Jesus, lads, we're up to 500 there.
Right.
I forgot to put up the banner. Fair play to everyone. Keep sharing, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you can. We're at 176. We need to go up a bit, up to. I think we need to go up to 500 in order for us to. I think they'll pay me for the videos. Then I think I did look into it. People were saying it to me last week about doing this, that, and the other, and I did look into it. And I need to have 500 subscribers. So out of there's 500 here now. If you could just go on and subscribe, and that would be cool, because that would be another way we could be monetized. And I am going to do merch, Irish Column merch. You're going to have a hoodie, you're going to have a t-shirt, you're going to have a baseball cap, okay? And you're going to have a mug. So, yeah, watch this space. It was just somebody said it to me, you know what I mean? Paul, you should do merch, you know what I mean? People, so somebody already said they take a few off me. So, yeah, I thought, okay, I'll look into this. And I have looked into it, so, yeah. So, watch this space. You can get, hold on there now. Where are we? Sorry, yeah, you can get us on. Sorry, yeah. Where are we here? Sorry, there we go again. The YouTube channel at Irish Column. That's where you go, at Irish Column. So if the 500 that's in here now can shoot over there now, or can go in there later on and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. And again, as I said, Orla, we got the best Buy Me a Coffee week last week. I tell you, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
Really?
And
is that the one you told me about? Oh,
that's the one I told you about. Yeah. And like, it was amazing.
We just said, we don't make any money from the show. So
yeah. And I'm not working at the minute, you know what I mean? So this, like, I was paying for this on my social welfare. You know what I mean? You were throwing 20 quid. You know, people were throwing a few quid each week, you know what I mean? If we hadn't got it, you know what I mean? It was great. But last week done this month. And
which is great.
that'll be paid in the morning, so which is brilliant. So it's great when that happens, you know what I mean? That you're not worrying about it, like, you know what I mean?
I know.
But okay, we'll move on to a video. Let me just pull up this stuff here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna go with yesterday. Now, I don't know. Can you hear this? Just tell me if you can hear this. All right. Because I have my earphones in my ear. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear music or anything like that. Next year, Paul. What are you on? I just want to be careful. Say cheaper. That's outside the motor. I'll call this surprise.
Look at the Mohammed's up in the window. Look at Mohammed up in the window.
Now, that was yesterday. That was the spoil your vote. Yeah. I did have a thing there from Sheila. I'm going to pull that up as well. I'm going to play Sheila's one now in a minute.
Okay.
Hi, Orla and Paul.
Hi, Mary.
Oil of oregano and black seed oil gel capsules will keep your immune system running fine. Yes, I do take the black seed oil capsules. Yes. And I also drink dandelion tea in the morning. I have the capsules, the powder form. I take 2 of them, pour them into hot water, stir it around, bang, they're brand new for the day. Well, I think I'm brand new for the day. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel all right, you know.
Well, do we want to feel okay, Paul, seeing as we can't, hey Barry, seeing as we can't get into a doctor when we need one? 3 times I tried to try and get in over my shoulder, and wouldn't want to be dying.
And if you had said you're coming in for your vaccine, did they give it an appointment tomorrow?
Probably would have given me in 5 minutes' time.
It's ridiculous, like. Banned again. Sperm and eggs are fried. Yeah, well, apparently so. You know what I mean? I've been watching a few things coming out of the States. That Dr. Brian Ardis and that other chap, what's his name? That young guy that's with McCullough. What's his name? Going bald. We feature an awful lot of his stuff on the show. I actually have one of his videos there, but he's talking about it, about the cancer and the cancer cells and the T cells gone, and they're attacking each other, and it's just horrendous. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. They hate people. The EU love the Talmud pricks. Yeah. Share this out. Yeah, everyone, please, if you can, share it out everywhere. Yeah, if you can. 224 watching on YouTube. Well done. Well done. Mr. 224. Oh, lovely. Fair play. Yeah. Yeah. That's on the deal. I heard him one. Go on to Air One as well, into the at the Irish column. That's where I need to get the numbers up. Anthony's all right. Anthony has a couple of thousand followers on that YouTube. That's why he gets so much. But it's the other one, at Irish column. You just go in and like, share, subscribe, and send it to everyone. All the shows are up there. There's loads of stuff up there from the shows and everything else. So if you can, please. And you can watch us live on www.theirishchannel.com/live. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull up... but yeah, that was the spoil your vote yesterday, and I think that's what we will.
You're putting up Sheila's video.
Sheila's video. Well, I have to send it to myself. But I'm going to play Vincent Carroll. Okay, well, I'm getting this.
Hello, Vincent Carroll speaking from outside the post office in Dublin. There is something big happening. There is a movement of the people calling to spoil your vote, to vote no, 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 or to spoil your vote in the up-and-coming presidential election. It is important that your vote is counted. It is counted if you turn up. There is no advantage in staying at home. Turn up and vote no, 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 spoil your vote, and have your vote recorded. You have a vote, but you may have nobody to vote for. You have been disenfranchised through government manipulation with the connivance of fake opposition and purchased media. But we live in a democracy, and it is our responsibility to defend that democracy. It's our responsibility to call to account those people who have tried to deprive our nation of democracy and tried to deprive large sections of the voting public of a right to vote. We have that right, but we have nobody to vote for us, so they thought with only 3 people on the ballot paper, similar people, identical people, people who will rubber stamp all legislation coming from the Oireachtas. But there is a 4th way. There is another person on that ballot, and that person is to spoil your vote. That person is to turn up, and write no, 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 or write whatever you like on the ballot paper. But once your vote is spoiled, it is counted. And if we've enough spoiled votes, that'll undermine the authority of any incoming president. That'll undermine the authority of the government who try to deprive us of a vote. So therefore, I will say very plainly, outside our general post office in Dublin, this historic building with the thousands of people who've turned up to our meeting today to spoil your vote. The campaign has started, the campaign is getting traction, and by the time election day or presidential election day comes, we will be in the ascent, and we shall make sure that we will become the majority with spoiled votes. So spoil your vote, reclaim democracy, and show that 3 identical people running for presidency is simply not good enough. Thank you.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, just Christy there.
But what have we got? 2 stooges and a communist. No, thanks very much.
Yeah, no, I don't want Paul to talk about the case, Christy. I just wanted to come on and just have a chat. That's all. I know we can't talk about the case no more than I can talk about different cases that I was involved in. But yeah, let us know when it is on, and we will drop in. Don't worry. Yeah, Fionnuala onwards and upwards. Fergus Power. What will it say on the merch? A picture. You missed my comment there, Paula. We need to get out to the hunger strikers this week and help them. Yes. We do.
Stop encouraging
them. I got in there on Thursday night, Ferg, before the storm hit, and I put up a big tarp. I don't know whether it's still up or what happened or how everything is. I brought them in some water and just had a chat with them for a while. They're doing great work, I have to say. I might text now just to see there's one of them want to come on and have a chat in a while. We'll probably wait until about 10 o'clock probably. We'll have everyone on. But in Paul's gaff, that's it.
Sure, it's day, what is it now? Day 14, day 15, isn't it?
15, I think now, yeah. I think you were 13 on Friday. 14,
and Helen McEntee has still not come out to those people to talk to them.
She did come out. She did come out.
Oh, did she? When did she come out?
I actually sent them a letter, and hold on there for a minute, and let me just...
When did she come out? Yesterday?
No, she came out last Monday and spoke with them.
Right.
And told them there was nothing for them. Hold on there, let me just... I actually have it. Oh, it should be here. Hold on now. What day was I in there? I was in there Thursday. So what day was Thursday? Thursday was the 2nd. Okay, so the 2nd. Let me just have a look. No, go back one. There you go there. Now, this is the actual email that they received. I'm going to read this out here, okay? Hang on, I'll just share the screen. They sent the email on to me. I was in there, as I said, with them, and this is the email there. This is the Miss Mary Donovan, Mary Dunleavy Green, Miss Miriam Moriarty Owens, and Mr. Morris Patton O'Connell. I met 3 of those the other night, and they were beautiful people. So this is from the Minister for Education. That's Dear Mary and Morris, I would like to thank you for taking the time to meet me on Monday so I could hear from you directly and engage with you in relation to your concerns. At the outset, I would like once again to express my concern for your health and well-being and to respectfully request that you reconsider your decision in the interest of safeguarding your physical and mental health. Okay. As I outlined to you on Monday, government decided in June 2023 to ensure the provision of a package of supports to survivors of abuse in residential institutions, including health, education and advocacy supports. This decision followed detailed consideration of the report of the Consultative Forum, which was led by survivors of institutional abuse, and other reports and submissions and engagement with other government departments. The legislation which was recently passed by the Oireachtas gives effect to this government decision. I understand that you have concerns in relation to the legislation and acknowledge that you are seeking the provision of additional supports. Concerns were taken into account in the legislation to the fullest extent possible and were debated during the passage through the Oireachtas. For these reasons, I am not in a position to revisit this legislation. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to listen to your stories, and I was moved by what I heard. The abuse and mistreatment which you all experienced during your childhood was horrific and wrong. I would like to assure you that it is not my intention or the government or my department to bury the past or prevent you from telling your stories. The new National Centre for Research and Remembrance, which the government is establishing to the trauma experienced by so many in institutions which existed in Ireland in the 20th century. The centre will include a museum space managed by the National Museum of Ireland and the repository of records managed by the National Archives. Both of these bodies are engaging with and consulting with survivors to help shape the National Centre, and I would encourage you to engage with these processes too. To ensure that your stories are preserved for posterity and your experiences are never forgotten. I also noted that earlier this year, curriculum resources were issued to supply schools in enabling students to learn about Ireland's institutional past, in addition on local memorialisation. My department is working with the Department of Children, Disability and Equality to examine how local memorial initiatives can be better supported. At our meeting, you also raised a number of issues, including access to exam certification and removal of criminal records. I have asked my officials to look into these matters, and they are available to engage with you further if you wish. If in this regard, if you wish. Finally, you raised a numerous concerns regarding SAGE advocacy. SAGE has been engaged by my department to provide advocacy support to survivors who are seeking assistance in engaging with relevant service providers such as local authorities and the HSE. I know that SAGE has supported many survivors who have sought this assistance and has been able to make a difference to their lives. My department engages with SAGE advocacy on an ongoing basis to ensure that the service provided is fit for purpose and is available to as many survivors as possible. The issues you have raised will be discussed with SAGE advocacy in the next context. Once again, I would reiterate my request for you to reconsider your action. Yours sincerely, Helen McEntee, Minister for Education and Youth. So that's what they got sent back. More or less, you're getting nothing. That was last Monday. So now we're 7 days on.
I wasn't told that they'd gotten that letter.
Yeah, no, they got that letter. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was sent. No, that was only sent to them on. That was only sent to them on Thursday. I got that Thursday. Right. And I didn't want to put it out. I didn't want to put it out everywhere. Today is Sunday, so I didn't want to, like, you know what I mean? I said I'd read it out on the show. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's exactly.
So pretty much, there's a museum, and good luck to you.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about these people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Nobody and they're not looking for anything ridiculous. You know, they're looking for medical cards, which they should be entitled to.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. There's just no words. This country is just gone to hell.
I know. Always happy to buy you a coffee. Thanks very much, Irish Mommy. I will buy a t-shirt with Paul's face on it saying you never beat the Irish. Yeah, I could listen. You'll never know, you know what I mean?
Think of all the women, Paul, that could be buying the t-shirts with your face on it.
Yeah, I know. Someone said it to me last week, your fans need to be watching. That sounds weird. Your fans, you know what I mean? Come on. Your fans. Yeah. Oh, Martin's there. Oh, hello there, Irishman. How are you?
Oh, Martin's there. Jesus, that's some introduction. Sorry.
Oh,
but
crap. I've got a headache.
I heard you needed the money, so I said I'd come on for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Unless you're bringing dollars with you.
Yeah. How are you all keeping?
I'm good.
I was watching away from the start there. It's very good. I just wanted to jump in on the survivors issue, and it needs to be noted that the country is giving literally billions away to people trafficking centers, etc., and the people the state hurt, like a medical card, social welfare, access to counselling, free counselling, access to supports.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all you have to. Yet they can give billions away
to people coming into the country, and also what they're putting out of the country as well.
And the state
look what they're giving over to Ukraine and all that as well.
The state hurt these people. The state is responsible, and it's a small number of people. It's not. This is the killer. It's not even a huge amount of money in the grand scheme of things.
No, it's not.
It shows you how spiteful this government is.
I know.
And previous governments. This has been going on for 30 years. They're spiteful, resentful people that will not just accept responsibility. If you stand for public office, you represent the state. The state hurt these people. It's absolutely disgusting. And Fergus is right. These people need some more support and some more media attention. So reach out to the big accounts. Reach out to the Michael McCarthy's and all the big accounts, and ask them to cover the story and give them some airtime so they can tell their story.
Well, I've put it up a few times on my Facebook page, and I tagged Gript, I tagged the Liberal, and I said it to a few other people. I actually sent it on to Gavin. Has Gavin been out?
Gavin Pepper,
because I sent it on to him as well.
His missus is away. I got to be honest with you. He hasn't moved out of the house since playing Thursday. He's both gone away since.
He's all the kids, I think.
He rang me this morning. He said, "Holy jays!" He said, "I don't think I've ever made the kids breakfast in my life." He said, "Even on holidays." He said, "But like the last 3 days has been mental." And you know, Gav's a man's man. You know what I mean? The woman does everything. You know the sort of way. That's the way Gavin is. You know. I just want to throw this out here. Paul Nolan is back in court on the 7th of November at 10 a.m. at Parkgate Street. That's the CCJ. if people can get in there, take the morning off work, drop in, just have a chat, just let them see, let them have your support. If we can get in, I will get in the 7th. It's a bit away, so
He's still working though. He hasn't missed a beat. Literally everything that's going
no, I
on.
know.
He's still out in the streets, firing out that information, firing out those videos.
They caught Barbie yesterday. Did you see them catching Barbie?
Ah, stop! Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
That's just it's pantomime. It's just like we're not living in the real world at all when that's walking around, and the media went and covered it like. And just,
what is he still doing here? Why is he in this country?
Orla, she's
a man.
You're right, Orla. You're right.
Simple as that. No ifs, ands, or buts. On his ear.
Orla, you do realize as soon as Paul and me get lifted that we're changing our gender straight away.
Hush. I'm going into the women. Come in and tell you, there's women in that women's part of the league that's bigger than men. You know what I mean? No, you're all right. I'll stay as I am. I'll take my chances over an A wing or D wing or whatever the bleeding hell it is.
I'd be glad. I'd be fine.
Revolut sent for the show, Paula. Thank you, Mark. Fair play to you, mate.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you very much.
I love that. Whoever came up with Paula, you deserve a
Mark.
massive round of applause. That's absolutely brilliant.
Well, did you see the bit with Paul's idea for the merch and then Ferg's idea of what you be putting in it?
Listen, I'll pay for those cups myself. I will fund those cups that Paul cannot get it up. The Irish, no problem. I will pay for every single one of them, Ferg. Yeah, that'll be my contribution.
No.
Yeah, come on, it'd be brilliant. It's the same as roll it there, Roisin, or roll it there, whatever. It's like
roll it there, Colette.
You'll
be dragged off for saying that. Yeah, you will. You'll be dragged off for saying that. Or that was a terrible thing to say.
That'd make a great T-shirt as well.
Yeah.
Paul's head.
Can you not get it up? Can you not get it up?
Leave me alone.
No.
Well,
I think it's 2 years on Saturday, so you better behave.
Listen, stay away from me on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just stay well away from me.
We can't stay well away. How can we stay well away?
Ixnay and the Oop is there. Yeah, no, just give me a wide berth on Saturday.
I'm the only one who makes you look good, Martin.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who makes you look good.
Hair isn't looking bad now today. It's getting very long, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I had to get my own cut on Friday there.
Yeah, you look smashing.
You know, the days like this, I don't feel like being the only woman on the show. I swear to God.
I actually have to agree. Yeah, the beard didn't work for you.
No,
better without it.
No, it didn't. I mean, it made you look about 84 rather than 164.
No, he looks
164.
Back to the old Paul. Keep that fresh youth.
Now we have it. Yeah.
It's for all his lady fans.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that be jumping over like barriers to get at him.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Orla, you're getting complimented there saying your hair is lovely because it's very odd you have it down.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Come on.
Yeah.
Laurie Roach. Orla, your hair is lovely, looking stunning. There you go.
Thank you.
Michael John hasn't come on yet, so relax there.
Well, he won't be complimenting me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Aren't we all just beautiful people?
Oh, I tell you, yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you. And I'm going to be honest, with those mirrors all over the gap here, I'd be looking at myself all day, every day. Like, you know what I mean?
Listen, do not mention mirrors. Do you not remember the nights we were in the Forge? And every time I turn around to see what Martin was doing or ask him a question, he was there looking at himself in the mirror.
I was fixing my hair.
Fancy the bloke, he was looking back at him. That's the thing. Oh, he's a look at after
that. His beard is almost as nice as mine.
Yeah.
I'll come out of the closet one of these days.
A lot of people starting to wake up in this country, and it's great to see. No more iPass, illegals out, and Ukrainians that are here for free money. All need to go. Great channel, guys. Thanks very much, Paddy.
Thank you very much.
Play to you. And as I said, everyone, if you can, look, we're up to 700 and odd there now. If you can go in there, look, there you go. There's the YouTube channel at Irish Column. If you can go in there, just go in, open her up, like, subscribe, and share, and we get up to 500. That's what we need. We done it with Deal of Heron one night. We can do it tonight with this one, can't we, Martin?
Yeah,
we can. Absolutely. Believe it or not, I wasn't actually subscribed to the channel until tonight.
Well, you know,
No, I copped it there. I went in, I opened it up there, and I look, and when you said it, and yeah, I wasn't subscribed to it. So it's very simple. It took me 2 seconds. Little click, subscribe, like, done, dusted.
Okay. Fergus was saying he was talking to Sheila there. Are they gone from there, or did they pack up, or are they still there? Look, I have Morris's number and the other lady's number. I don't want to ring them if they're gone home. You know what I mean? So if anyone can let us know. Support Paul on the 7th. Make the efforts. Yeah, support him on the 7th of November, lads. I'll be in there. Yeah, I will. We should all go in there. All you look for
channels as well. Yeah, boost the channels as well. Like and share all the stuff he puts out there, and get
share everything. Yeah.
Get his profile bigger, and it's the hardest state to attack him.
Like Paul only has 2,000 and odd Twitter followers. You know what I mean? Ex-followers. Like that should be way up because of what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And we don't know about his TikTok. I'd say his TikTok is big as well. But like, hey, listen, share, subscribe, everyone. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do.
He probably gets censored massively on TikTok.
Oh yeah. Did you see the Palestinians getting bashed the other day? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Sheila from yesterday. It's 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to play Sheila because she's a great lady and you love her to bits. Sheila's good.
Thanks a million. Thanks a million.
Hi everyone. Everybody knows me in Ireland, don't they?
Thank you very much.
Ireland, this is powerful to see our people and the colour of our flag. It's brilliant. And no one will ever have the right to tell us where we should put our flag. Our flag, it belongs to the Irish nation. And no other can tell us different. Ever. To the highest we will fly them all over Ireland. That's our constitutional right. So here I am. I'm here now, and I'm going to say this, right? I wrote this. I had to get somebody else to type it out for me. I got Patty.
I'm over here.
And she typed it for me. So here I am. Hello. My name is Sheila.
Margie, hold it for.
Okay. Hello. My name is Sheila, and I am a daughter of Orla. I stand here today for my friends and fellow survivors, men and women who are right now on hunger strike outside Dáil, Éireann. Today is day 14. 14 of hunger, of cold, of being ignored once again. They felt this was the only option left to them. They felt ignored, disregarded, just as they were as children. When they were taken, stolen from their homes, their families, their lives. The only lives they knew were lives behind stone walls and iron gates. Terrifying lives for innocent children, through no fault of their own. Brutal conditions, no warm bed, no hope, no love, no apple tart on a Sunday, no family dog running to greet them. Everything gone, everything taken away. Their screams could not be heard from behind those high walls. In Artane, in Lenafrac, in refuse to let them be silenced again. I am here to plead with the government of Ireland. Hear us, help us, acknowledge us at last. For what died the sons of Rothschild? Was it greed?
And every one of us should do what we can to help those people over there. Go over during the week, bring them over tea bags and sugar, and just be with them in solidarity. Our next speaker is Councillor.
Yeah, there was a couple of speakers there yesterday, but I said I'd just pick one or two, you know.
Yeah, that was very good. And it's good to highlight what's going on.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, especially when they're not getting the media attention that they should be getting, you know, at least we're highlighting it, you know.
Well, it's gone on for about 35 years now.
I know.
You know, and there's still no proper redress. There's still no.
I know.
I don't know.
No, Gorman wanted to hide it.
Yeah, of course it is.
Look,
listen, they still want to hide it. They still want to hide it.
Yeah, very sad. A childhood
the paedophile cult runs the world, and everybody watching the show knows this. The paedophile cult runs the world. So every opportunity we get to push back against them and out them and put pressure on them, we have to support. But the killer is that you can make people's lives, despite the trauma that those poor people have suffered, you can make their lives comfortable by giving them estate support, giving them access to free healthcare, giving them just essentially making their lives free. Nobody's they're not looking for fucking a new Mercedes and a new house and all this kind of stuff, like some people coming into the country. They're looking for basically make their life easier, put supports in place, give them free access to somebody to talk to when they're having a bad day. Like fucking, I fucking hate these people. I swear to God.
I know, 50 years of RTE propaganda. It is, like, you know what I mean? And I'm watching.
And actually, I sent you on a good video there on that, Paul, earlier on. Let me see what's labelled under, and it just shows. It's called government propaganda. It's unbelievable. Whoever did this, fair play to them. And it'll just show what's been put out there. You know, maybe this will maybe wake up people actually seeing it.
Is this how the technology works and the nudge unit works and etc.?
In the what?
That was a different one. Oh, it's a different video.
This is RT and Virgin Media.
Oh, is this from Michael Murphy?
I don't know who had it. No, I can't remember who had it up.
I think Cal put it up. I do think Cal put it up. Hang on, I'll just see. Can I close this? I'll get it now. I'll put it down now. But
Orla, say the line. Orla, say the line, please.
Say what, Martin?
Say the line.
What's the line? Hey, can you get it up?
The line that's going on the mugs and the t-shirts. Paul, can you?
Look at Israel. They got their supposed freedom, same time as us, our far right nation, all about Jews. Now, in saying, like, getting back to just talking about Israel and what you call it, hang on just for a sec. Yeah.
Oh, I'll jump in on that one. We hate them all. It doesn't matter which side. We hate them all.
I get what you're saying there, but like Hamas have thrown a bit of a curveball here because Hamas have agreed, haven't they? They've agreed to the 9 terms. I think that sort of put Israel on the back foot here because Israel weren't expecting that. You know what I mean?
Because they're absolutely depleted, and it's going to take them another generation to build up their rocket stockpile again and to radicalize more men. Listen to me, they're all bad. They're every single one. It doesn't matter whether you're a Jew or Hamas. They're all bad. As simple as that. Keep them away from us. Keep them out. It's thousands of miles away. Keep it away from us. Keep those people away from us. They're not the same as us. And I don't care what anybody thinks about that. I don't want Jews here and I don't want Muslims here. Go away. I want a nice, quiet, rural, picturesque, beautiful, small little island nation full of Irish people. And if we want you, We'll give you a visa for 3 years. You can work, pay some tax, and then you can F off. Outside of that, just go away. And oh, I don't know.
I'm just going to play the propaganda.
Appeared on streets in many communities across the capital. Over the summer, lines of tricolours have appeared on the streets of a number of areas across the capital. Anti-immigration campaigners have also posted online supporting the display of the Irish flag. Anti-immigration campaigners have posted online in support of the erection of tricolours. Over the summer, lines of tricolours have appeared on streets in many communities across the capital. Anti-immigration campaigners have also posted online supporting the display of the Irish flag.
Oh.
And there you have it.
That's George Soros level of. Did you ever see the American ones during COVID?
Yes, with everyone. There's probably 100 channels, and they're all saying the same shit.
The exact
that was Soros funded. All of
Mhm.
that was George Soros and his.
And do you not think this is Soros funded? This is all Soros funded.
Crap! No, I've never seen it. That I've seen it through the local radio station.
But the way it's just like lined up together, you're like, oh my god! Like we know it.
Wow.
But we know it, but it's like, oh, whoever did that, fair play to them.
Holy crap. No, you see, Orla, stuff like that terrifies me. Because it just means we're so close to having to go completely off grid and basically.
Yeah, no, I know. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Chris's comment there. Just put it back up there now. Put it back up there, Paul. Paul's going to go off now in a sulk.
I don't care.
But sure, Orla, you are by far the nicest person on the show. You should be getting compliments.
Oh, thank you. Poor Paul leaves it out.
No, I'm okay. Trust me, I'm good.
Paul, you're second nicest.
Yeah. And Mark's third nicest.
Paul, you're the nicest man on the show.
Yeah.
And Mark's kind of in between what he's deciding to do.
I'm fucking bollocks and don't ever think any otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm a small little angry man.
My censored. No, you're not, Adolf. What's wrong? My questions aren't getting through. Well, I don't know. These are the.
They are.
I've seen a couple of them.
I commented on your. I commented on your Jewish one. I told you we hit them all. We hit both sides.
Yeah, 750 million RTE propaganda. That's exactly what they're getting right now. You know. And then what they do is they'll come out and they'll show you a little documentary about a child that said they're having 16 surgeries and how well the HSE done on this child. You know what I mean? Just to play with your heartstrings here. You know what I mean? At least they're doing something. Like, you know what I mean? But they're not telling you about the other 400 kids that are just left on the sidelines getting fucked all. You know what I mean? So,
I'm sure Harvey's parents would be delighted over that.
The Muslims' terrorism was a reaction to USA and Israeli action, guys. Same as IRA was a response to English. The Muslims' terrorism.
I would disagree with you. I hear what you're saying. USA bad, Jews bad, Jews pulling the strings on everything. But the Iranian funding of Hamas and the clearly plan of pushing these people in through Europe. It's an attack on white Europeans. This is what it boils down to. Okay, white Europeans are an enemy of the Zionist state. Okay, because we are the biggest challenge to them, fully having control. Because we're better educated, we're smarter, we're more willing to fight, and we don't. The majority of us don't like handouts. So I always go back to the nicest Muslim I know, and he's the nicest Muslim I know because he's not actually Muslim. He subscribes to Islamic faith, but he's not by their book. He's not a Muslim. Just because of how he conducts himself in life. He's a fantastic man, fantastic dad, fantastic husband. But that's not what his book says. You know what I mean? So look, extremists all over the place. The problem is, and you're witnessing this in Africa now, Islam is the perfect thing to sell to a low IQ man. And that's why Islam is basically pushing all the way across North Asian countries and Africa. Low IQ men basically run to this ideology because it basically says you can be a fucking horrible murderer, and as long as you say Allah, that's it. You're forgiven for everything, and you're commanded to. It's 149 references to violence in the Quran, 147 or 149. I can't remember off the top of my head. they're all enemies. We just need to have a nice little nation of Irish people, small little island, good agriculture, good fisheries. Leave us alone. Tourists come in,
But we
spend your
had that.
money, prop up.
We already had that.
Everything. We had everything. We had the most, as you can get, probably one of the most perfect societies. High trust, low crime. It was a fantastic society, and we're not looking back through rose-tinted glasses. Imperfect, yes, of course it was. There was terrible things going on in the background. There was always corruption, and there was always drugs, and there was always this, that, and the other. But it was actually very, very small, and it was pretty much controlled. Do you remember the tabloids? Do you remember the old Sunday World and the thing? Like, they used to literally hammer the drug dealers. They used to go after them. They couldn't do a thing.
But we remember a day, Martin, when somebody who broke the law, especially if it was a very serious crime, you got a full description of them, nearly down to what their dog was called. And now there's zero, because I actually have a video of Michael McCarthy over that, because of the incident that happened the other day with the stabbing in Dublin.
Not looking at the thing.
Did you cover the story in Listowel?
No.
What in Listowel?
We did the other day.
The abduction in Listowel. No, I'm saying, had you covered? I actually met that guy. He was in the business I work in just before he opened the shop. You'd swear butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
You serious?
Very deceptive. There is a whole crew of them down there. There's a whole crew of them down there cruising around at 3:00 in the morning looking for drunk fucking women. Like, oh fuck me, we're in big trouble. We're in big
when I was growing up, it was
the media is not highlighting stuff, so a lot of people don't know what's going on. Unless
in fairness, I'll tell you a good one. The guards tried to persuade the judge not to release his identity and not to release his address, and the judge said, "Okay, I won't release his address, but I am releasing his identity." Why are the guards trying to protect these people?
I don't know.
Like he was never released from custody, so nothing was going to happen to him. Everybody knows locally where his business is. Everybody knows that it's one of those front businesses. It's scamming the state, getting the 60,000 euros over the 3 years tax free, for a mobile phone shop business. But like, why would the guards actively ask the judge publicly to not release his name? What's the thinking behind that? Like, can't get my head around it.
No.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know if it's true or not. I heard that was his second that he'd attempted an abduction earlier that night as well. And this was race week in Listowel, so this guy knew there was going to be.
But if that's the case, then he is a danger to the public, especially to women. So I
also heard. I don't know how true it is, right? But I heard through WhatsApp channels and stuff like that Sinn Féin were coming out defending him, or that a Sinn Féin councillor was coming out to defend him, or they were helping him with legal aid or something like that. I don't know how true that is. But it was definitely circulating on WhatsApp channels.
There's Joshy Peel there. I live in Kerry, and there's a lot of that thing in Listowel, Tralee, and Killarney also, Martin.
Yeah, no, look, I'm down that neck
of
the woods. I've seen Killarney, I've seen Tralee.
It's happening all around the country. Like, it's everywhere. All these little towns and villages and lovely little places that used to be lovely little places are now kips.
Yeah.
Did you see Did you see the junior infants, the first day at school pictures?
Oh, in Kerry, yes.
No, everywhere. Like it started a trend.
Yeah. I saw the ones in Kerry, all right, where a load of them were all foreign. Yes.
Oh, they're everywhere. It's all over the country. All over the country. Should I know kids that have to travel now to go to schools because they couldn't get into the schools in their area because of and I will say, I know that one of the kids is traveling further than the other kid that's traveling out of the area. You know what I mean? So how did they be some sort of listen? I hate to say it, but there must be some sort of incentive here for them to get them in there. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But
probably. Yeah, the schools are all under pressure because they can't get their budget. So if there's extra money coming with a student, it's the same as the colleges do. They'll take whoever's. You mightn't be able to see it. Every single person with a birth cert in this country has a barcode on them, and you have a value, right? And your value currently based on your ethnicity as an Irish man or woman is currently less than those who are not of an Irish ethnicity. And this is a reality. I'm looking into this stuff. Lads, we have no idea. We are literally cattle. That's all we are. We were tagged when we were born, and we are cattle. You know?
Black man from London, I'd love to opinions. Yeah. I'd love to walk away, share them, throw them in the comments there, and I'll put them up if you want. I don't want to be bringing people on without knowing who they are. You know what I mean? I'm not falling for that one again.
Throw it. Keep throwing in the comments. Paul will put them up. We'll put them up. There's no issue with that.
It's more than that, Martin. These sick fucks think it's okay to rape children because their pedo prophet said so. Look at all the child abuse cover-ups in Sinn Féin and other parties, doorboards of
Sinn Féin had fucking pedos left, right. They still do.
Yeah.
They still do.
Yeah.
Like fucking
that
party. When they all got found out in the church, you have to remember, pedophiles didn't stop existing. There's probably 5% of the population that has those tendencies. Nurture, nature, wired wrong, whatever. I don't care. Sick, not acceptable in society. Probably about 5% of the population. They hid in positions of power. They got found out in the church. Where did they go? Politics, media, and the trans movement. That is where they are hiding now. That's where they all are. Every single one of them. They're in politics, they're in media, and they're in the trans movement.
Yeah.
Paul, do you want to play Michael McCarthy's video?
I want to play first. I want to play, what's his name? Peter Dooley. Someone just posted up there about the stabbings in Harold's Cross. But Peter,
this is to do with that.
Is it? Well, I'll play Peter first, and then we'll give me a thumbs up if you have sound.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm here in Mount Dargis Church, just off the Lower Kimmage Road in Harold Cross. And yesterday, there was an horrific mass stabbing that took place on the Lower Kimmage Road, where a man in his late 20s, understood to be a foreign national and has been arrested, went on a rampage, randomly attacking people. A male jogger was attacked. A woman with a pram, I understand, also were attacked. And also there was an elderly woman who's in her early 70s, who is a great volunteer around the local community, was stabbed and hospitalized. Absolutely despicable. Disgraceful. And again, the political establishment will bury their heads in the sand, and much of the opposition also will bury their heads in the sand around what's taken place just about 2.5-3 miles from Dublin City. Now, thankfully, a brother in the monastery here came to the aid of the lady and prevented a more serious event taking place yesterday, and it does really bear thinking about. But of course, there's been next to no reporting about this on the media. Absolutely just astounding that they haven't even reported on this. It was yesterday afternoon around 4 o'clock, and a number of emergency vehicles came down, Gardaí came down as well, and as I said, the man was arrested and is currently detained, I understand. But of course, it's like being a media blackout on this, which I find absolutely down, but not really surprising. When you think the media classes, the political classes are all in it together around what's taking place around.
Fair play to Peter there. But how has that not made mainstream media? How?
Because it's a foreigner.
You know, come on.
If that was an Irish man, he'd be plastered all over the place down to the name of his dog.
Was it Russian? Russian guy?
I didn't see what sort of nationality.
Yeah, I think it was.
Just said Foreign National on the newspaper article.
I think Russian or other Eastern European. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I read.
1984 Punks just posted. The hosts of this channel are far more to the right than 12 months ago. Great to see.
you know, we were always right, but we tried our very, very best. And we did, in fairness, to remain as centered as possible. And believe it or not, we haven't moved. We didn't move. The goalposts moved. You know what I mean? And it's now okay. Like when I joined the channel, we didn't talk about Jews. We didn't talk about certain things we knew about that we discussed privately. We said, do you know what? We won't put that out there. It's kind of conspiracy. It's kind of it's all true, and everybody knows it's true. And like I said, we didn't move. I haven't moved. I think exactly the same as I did 12 months ago. I'm a little bit wiser. I've read a little bit more. I know what the dangers are. I know what battles I can take on and what battles I can't take on. Paul, you're the same. Orla, you're the same. I hope we're wiser anyway. Are we wiser? We are wiser, aren't we?
I am, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
I'm wiser. Orla,
At times.
Oh, I'm still a retard. I have a self-destructive nature. Unfortunately, I can't help myself.
I haven't. I'm grand. I try and keep everyone's head above water. I'm grand. Yeah.
Paul is. Do you know who you're like? And this is actually a compliment. They used to call Reagan the great communicator.
Yeah.
That's what you're like in the nationalist movement. You're like the great communicator. I have to say it too. And then Orla, everybody just loves you. So
yeah, you're the talker. I'm the communicator. Yeah.
Nancy.
Respect,
Ronald and Nancy.
Ronald and Nancy. Yeah. Did we hear anything about that Carrick on show murder? Someone's just asking in the comments there.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Just heard body was found. Man in his 20s.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, and it looks like an assault.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know that's the LEA running. I know.
Well, obviously we don't know, so we can't say much about that story. But like when I put up articles and I read through them before I put them up, and I always attach on the link. And I'll always put a thing saying no description given, just trying to get that message through over and over and over again. Why is there no description given? Just to make people think. Obviously, we're all awake, we know. But, for the ones that are still asleep, for them to start thinking, why is there no description given? Why? But yet, if it's an Irish man or an Irish woman, everything's
always the same.
Yeah, but it is,
Yeah. I know. Hold on, I'll just pull up this here now, Orla, and we will go with...
Now, actually, when you finish Michael McCarthy's, the one above it actually is very interesting from J.D. Vance. When you see it all together and him speaking, it's just like...
look at that one, just on that. Woman arrested for that man's murder.
A woman was arrested for that man's murder. Okay, thanks, Mick. Fair play to you, mate.
Hey, Mick, how are you?
Here's Mick.
I love the hat. Mick. Shower cap. Looks deadly. But thanks for that, Mick. Yeah, fair play. A woman was arrested for that man's murder.
This is why you can't speculate on things until you know a bit more information, in case we're wrong. But like this was horrendous, like this stabbing, and a priest, thank God, came to the rescue as well.
This is Michael McCarthy. I'll play this now.
But this again,
in a shocking incident up in Dublin, a migrant wielding a sharp implement launched a terrifying attack, injuring a 73-year-old woman, a mother pushing a pram, and a heroic 88-year-old priest who intervened to save the two women and the child, possibly preventing a much worse tragedy. The suspect, a foreign national, was apprehended by the Gardaí. Here's what it says. Yet the mainstream media, RTE, News Talk, and the Irish Independent have buried this story in silence. The attack unfolded around 4 p.m. with the migrant targeting innocent lives in a brazen display of violence. And why haven't we heard of this incident in Ireland? Why are attacks like this almost hidden. This comes a few days after this. Migrant in custody as Gardaí continue to investigate late night abduction of young woman from side of road in County Kerry. A few days before, a migrant found stabbing people up in Dublin. Another migrant was down in Kerry trying to abduct a young woman. This is happening in Ireland, and it's not Irish people committing the crimes.
Yeah.
There you go. He summarises it all as per usual. He's just brilliant. Like, I could just watch his videos all day.
Yeah. Teens today will never know camping by a lake with friends or staying out on your street late as a young child, knowing the neighbours were looking out for you. We need to return to that. You see, that's the problem now. We don't know who our neighbours are anymore. You know what I mean? Years ago, we all grew up.
Yeah, you knew everybody.
You know, the houses, a cup of tea or a bit of toast or, you know, that was it. You were like one of their kids, you know? You were like one of their kids, you know what I mean? That was it. And we used to leave in the morning at 10 o'clock down to Sutton Beach. You'd be down there for the day. You get a bag of chips for 50 pence. And it was just amazing. You come back home at half 8, 9 o'clock. You're mad, know where you were. She'd know who you were with. There'd be somebody in charge of you. Yeah, it was. Now you cannot let your children out of your sight. It's, this is why letting the children.
The next video will explain why you can't let them out of your sight.
The what?
I said the next video with JD Vance underneath will explain why we can't let them out.
JD Vance, hold on now. No, I see JD Vance speaking about Europe. Nothing is more urgent than mass immigration.
Yeah, one above it.
Yeah, well, you didn't send it on to me. There's nothing there.
See, there it is above there, look.
What?
That's it. That's the video.
Hold on, let me see. Show me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have that. Yeah,
that's it. Jesus, Paul, how dare you doubt me?
No, look, I have it in as Love and Spoon. I haven't got it in as JD Vance. Okay.
So what?
Love and Spoon. If you look at what's wrote on the shop, it's Love and Spoon.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I was starting to get a bit worried. It's like, Jesus.
No. Right,
sure, we all love an old good spoon and every now and
then. Speak for yourself.
More urgent than mass migration. Today, almost 1 in 5 people living in this country moved here from abroad. That is, of course, an all-time high. It's a similar number, by the way, in the United States, also an all-time high. The number of immigrants who entered the EU from non-EU countries doubled between 2021 and 2022 alone, and of course, it's gotten much higher since. And we know the situation, it didn't materialize in a vacuum. It's the result of a series of conscious decisions made by politicians all over the continent and others across the world over the span of a decade. We cannot rebuild Western civilization. We cannot rebuild the United States of America or Europe by letting millions and millions of unvetted illegal migrants come into our country. It has to stop. Thank God it stopped here, but it's got to stop there. It's a terrible story, but it's one we've heard way too many times in Europe and unfortunately too many times in the United States as well. An asylum seeker, often a young man in his mid-20s, already known to police, rams a car into a crowd and shatters a community. How many times must we suffer these appalling setbacks before we change course and take our shared civilization in a new direction? No voter on this continent went to the ballot box to open the floodgates to millions of unvetted immigrants.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking there. Sorry, I'm looking for the women and children. Anyone spot any?
No, you're never going to get women and children.
No, it's all men, all young men.
Cromwell's men are here again. Yes. Vetted or unvetted, legal or illegal, sheer numbers. We don't want them here. Mass deportations, not mass importations. Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic here, people. We can't just go knocking on doors of people who are here 20 and 25 years. And, you know, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I think we get what's the 20 or 30,000 that's come in the last few months. Get them first, and then let's work our way back from them. You know,
illegal immigration, you're gone.
Yes.
Dismantle the IPAS system. If you came into that, you're gone. And then
anyone who's broken the law, you're gone.
Every single non-citizen who has got citizenship since 2020, it's a good starting point. Or sorry, 2000. So we're going back 25 years. Reviewed, see what your record's like, and then make a decision on your status. I believe citizenship should be revoked for all non-Indigenous people. You can come here and work here, but you cannot become a citizen. I like I said, the funny thing is, I get this from Nigeria. I pulled and built the immigration policy we came up with from the Nigerian policy and a few stricter European countries. And that's it. If you don't have a blood link to the land, you cannot. You make it arduous. You make citizenship arduous to 20-year process, 10 at a minimum, to become an Irish citizen, and it's still only on paper. They shouldn't have rights. You should never gain voting rights in this country as a non-national, ever. And I don't care what country you're from. If you're not an Irish citizen, if you don't have a genetic connection to this land, you should not have a say in where this country goes in the future. So voting rights should be based on a genetic connection. I'd use the grandfather rule. That if your granddad was or grandmother was Irish, then you're living here, you can have voting rights. Outside of that, no person who has no genetic connection to this land should be allowed to stand for any position, whether it be local council, TD, Senate, or they should not be allowed. And again, look at Nigeria. Are the Nigerians racist to all the lefties? Because that's their policies.
I know.
And remember, the Nigerian ambassador only came out and said that most of what's been released are from mental institutions and criminals. So there you go. So there you go. That says it all. So
Hold on now. I thought that I'll pull it down now. I just wanted it. I'll pull it down now. But the Palestinian crowd got done. Did you see that on Friday?
No.
Outside. It was Friday. It was Friday. They brought the docks to a standstill.
Yeah.
Did you see? Friday.
Yeah. So no, they blocked the port tunnel first, right?
Yeah.
And now, but the video that you're going to play here, have we ever acted like that? Ever at any protest you've been to? How many have we been to?
Yeah.
Have we ever acted like that?
No. Because they thought that they wouldn't be touched, because they have never been touched up until the other day. They have never been touched. They've been allowed to go down and protest and block airports in Shannon and everything else. They blocked the streets. They blocked the bridge here 2 weeks ago in O'Connell Bridge. Blocked it. We sat on that bridge 2 years ago, not September last year. We sat on that bridge, and Leroy got arrested. There was I think it was 9 people arrested, lifted off the ground.
They did Noel as well, didn't they? Was that the same day?
Noel's own. They done a few of them, a few of them. I said it to the lads. I said, get out of here now. I said, these are waiting for the crowd to disperse, and then they're going to start taking people. And that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did.
When you played the video, we have never, ever acted like that yet. Paul, you were pepper sprayed. Your dad was pepper sprayed. Newtown and Kennedy were pepper sprayed. Nobody ever acted like this. And the left are out whinging, saying, "Oh, poor us, poor us, poor us." We never.
But these same people that are out whinging were the same people that were laughing at the likes of my dad getting pepper sprayed in Coolock, and me getting pepper sprayed, and women and children getting pepper sprayed. You know what I mean? Now I'm not going to laugh at these people. You know what I mean? Because listen, karma is a motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm sorry.
Look, free speech for all. Everybody's got the right to protest. I'm just saying that they're not in a position to whinge about being pepper sprayed. We are, because we've never acted like that. We've always been, and we've always been the victim, so to speak. They were the aggressors and deserved everything they got.
Hi, Emer. There's only 2 arrests as well, Emer said. Yeah, hi. That's Anthony's, or that's Anthony's mommy. I hope it's not.
That's Anthony's mum, yeah. That's Anthony's mum, yeah.
Emer, the secrets are all coming out now.
And hi to all the other mummies.
And then isn't Fergus Martin their brothers
That's
as well?
that's definitely Anthony's mum, and there's definitely not a hit out on Anthony's mum at all.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just play this one here. This was these from the other day.
Okay.
Now that lasted for about 30 seconds. Okay, I can tell you now.
Yeah,
Coolock lasted for a good half an hour of them doing that to us in Coolock.
Yeah. I'm just going to say for the lefties, right? I'm going to speak in rugby terms. If you want an effective maul, you need a much lower body position. Their linking was all wrong. Their arm positioning was all wrong. That looked like a rugby maul. If they got lower, if they actually got lower and bent down, they would have pushed through, no problem. So just take note, left or right, if you're actually want to push through as a group like that. Low body position, hinge at the hips, power comes to the legs, bind up together. You'll drive through, no bother.
Again, I'm going to say it to you now, people. You don't have to do that at all. All you need to have is 10,000 people standing behind you, and they will not do that. They will not do that. I'm telling you.
So
they wait until you have no numbers, and that's what they do.
Yeah, the lefties aren't. Do you know? Even though we shit on the guards an awful lot, we actually still have respect for law and order. We don't act like that. We peacefully protest, and we. Like even the two times we tried to get to the Dáil when we met the barriers, there was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of frustration, and we did want to rip the barriers down, and but the reality is, that what purpose does it serve? 50 to 100 people getting the shit bit out of them and pepper sprayed and arrested. It serves zero purpose, bar given the media feed. These people play the victim card. Every single person who was pushing there is now going to, they already had the victim card. They're going to play the victim card for the rest of their life. Do you remember the time that we tried to save Palestine and the guards bet us? You deserved it. If you push a guard, you're going to get a wallop. It's as simple as that. That's the reality. They're the choices you make. But like I said, lower body position. Just lower body position. You'll drive through, no problem.
ICE here, this guy's from the States. ICE here were being attacked by Antifa and protesters. Remember that was important. I think they tried to take over the police station and everything important. Some actually spitting in ICE faces. Trump gave ICE permission to hit back. You spit, we hit. That's why you need a Conor McGregor or someone like that in president here. You spit, we hit. We'll deal with those.
I've no problem with would say the whole concept of the police force in Ireland and Garda Síochána is policing by consent. Okay, if there are people who are acting like that, so then those people need to be stopped because the guards said no, and those people decided to assault guards. We've never assaulted guards. We the difference is we see on Garda Síochána as they're misguided. They're working for a company, and they're taking directions from a CEO, and those directions are not in the interest of the Irish people. But we still see them as human beings, and we bear those people no ill will. They should all just take off their hats and drop tools and go on the whole Garda Síochána should go on sick leave until this nonsense is sorted, because there's groups and organizations that will take care of business, and you can just be out and sick, and it'll be fine. It'll be dealt with. But the lefties, they don't see the guards as anything. They see them as enemies to be destroyed. You know what I mean? They're not rational people.
Yeah.
They don't have the ability to think like we think. That is just someone's daughter or someone's brother or someone's husband or someone's wife. We bear the organization ill will, not the people. Whereas the lefties they don't have the mental capacity to actually differentiate between a human and an organization.
Angie's just saying there, did you see Ruth Coppinger's response to the protest and the guards? I did, and I couldn't comment because she has me blocked.
What did she say?
Oh, she's just a scumbag. She's a scumbag, that's all. I'll see, can I find her?
Do we have to? I'll probably be able to smell her through the video.
No, I don't. I just don't like her. She's a horrible person.
Oh, she is.
But Catherine Connolly is a horrible fucking woman as well.
Yeah, but we all saw what happened there with Elijah Burke. Yeah, she made a holy show of herself. And then I actually have a good video on Jim Gavin. So I'm waiting to see who's going to say it first at the end of the video.
Okay. What she put up was #pepper spray, batons, riot gear, incredible photos taken by Keane, a young activist at Dublin Port today. Why are Garda Info tooling up and brutalising peaceful Palestine solidarity protest? 2 women pepper sprayed. Tell me that even after 3 showers, their skin is stinging. Tell my father that. My father's a 79-year-old man.
There's a reason she's worried about them, but she's not worried about Irish people.
Right. So, Ruth Coppinger, there you go.
As I said, is it up there, Missy?
Ferg, I got up at Ferguson back up.
Fergus one there actually before that was very funny.
Yeah, I gotta I'll throw up there. Yeah, so Ferg, I'm still trying to pretend I'm human and I've got empathy, etc., etc., etc. I don't. I'm just pretending. I hate these people.
There's actually another comment from Ferg when I was saying, but the 2 of you's been brothers. He put up, but Paul flew through it too quick.
What do you mean Paul flew through? Paul's the only one doing this. So
I have the
LGBT club chambers booked out in Cork for Saturday, comrades, after the nationalist rally. Don't worry, booked it under Herman Kelly's fake IFP for a venue. Shitty stuff. The LGBT club, that should be good crack. Yeah.
Is that one Orla, is it?
Yeah, look, he's gone through it again. He flew through it. There. Me and Brian are twins.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord God.
As Paul Fitz said, Martin, if 10,000 Irish people were advancing on their uniformed Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael thugs, they would back off. I've seen it. I was part of it last year, like on the 5th of February last year. They waited till we all dispensed and then they started arresting people on Gardner Street. I was the last person to be arrested. And we all know how that turned out. You know what I mean?
What I'll say is, find me 100 and then we'll talk. We'll forget the 10,000. You find me 100 good men. I can count across the movement proper activists who put their face out there and have braved everything. What, 50? 50? You know, there's lots of people.
At the 50, he'll be lifted first. Yeah.
But sure, they're going to be the new, not to take the man's name in vain or anything like that, but the new Bobby Sands and the new hunger strikers. You know, there's going to be a couple of people that are going to feel the pain more than others. That's our job. It's as simple as that. That's our job. You know, but you'd struggle to get 50 good men, let alone 10,000. Everybody's still too comfy. But everybody should be seeing their bank balances. Everybody should be feeling the pinch.
Yeah, anyone who's speaking up about it is feeling the pinch. I'll give you that. I'll give it that much. Right, you want me to play this Jim Gavin one, do you? Orla?
Yes.
Okay, let's play this. This should be funny.
It looks like Micheál Martin's plan to pick Jim Gavin as the presidential candidate over former member, TD, Senator, Minister and MEP Billy Kelleher might have been a bad decision. Despite the fact that he is now denying it, Jim Gavin's campaign kickstarted with a blunder over what he described as Israel's military objectives, something that was seen by many as a way of excusing the genocide taking place in Gaza. But things went from bad to worse when Fianna Fáil's Jim Gavin went head-to-head with a former barrister, psychologist and experienced debater, Catherine Connolly. Catherine Connolly might have a kind face, but she graciously humiliated Mr Gavin on live TV, whilst Fine Gael's Heather Humphreys did her best to avoid the wrath of Catherine Connolly, who criticised the government on everything from housing and healthcare to neutrality, war and Palestine. But if Micheál Martin thought that the bad days were over, he was sadly mistaken, because just this weekend it emerged that the man who was representing the party who brought us the worst housing crisis in history was also a landlord. Despite Jim Gavin's repeated reminders that he served in the Defence Forces, he also had another source of income too, from an apartment that he was renting out in Dublin. Now, that's not the crime of the century, but what's more interesting is the fact that the couple that he was renting to have a slightly different story. See, according to the couple, Jim Gavin wasn't the best landlord on the planet. In fact, they say that he was pretty slow to get things done, and they spent only 2 years in the apartment. Job done. Or not. Because just a few months after moving out, the couple realised that rent was still being taken from their account and deposited into Mr Gavin's account. So they did what any normal people would do, and they simply asked Jim Gavin for their money back. The only problem was that Jim Gavin had apparently disappeared. He didn't answer their phone calls, so they got in touch with the bank, and the bank told them that he wouldn't answer them either. So then they contacted his job. But even then, Mr Gavin, for some reason, still didn't want to speak to the couple whose money was sitting in his account. Eventually, the couple were left with no choice but to contact Jim Gavin's parents, and they were finally able to get in touch with Mr Gavin, who assured them that he would refund them their money. And they all lived happily ever after. Except they didn't, because according to the couple, they never received a single cent of the money that was sitting in Jim Gavin's account. Now, Jim Gavin denies this, of course. Actually, no, Jim Gavin doesn't deny it. What he says is that he can't remember it, which, in my opinion, is a bit different from denying it. And on top of all of that, it has now emerged that Jim Gavin didn't even register the tenancy, which makes the whole thing even worse. So, are you going to give your vote to Jim Gavin? Let me know down below.
It was just resting in my bank account, Father.
That's the first. I actually commented under him, and I said it was just resting in my account. I thought that is brilliant. Here we have another landlord taking money, not returning it, not registering the tenancy. Like, it's just typical. Do you know? Absolutely typical. Like, this is what we said. It's so important for people to go out and spoil their vote. Look at what candidates we are being given. Like, Cal actually did a video earlier on. It was very good. And a comment was made about how, oh, well, the president doesn't really have much of a role. But yes, he does. He signs off on documents. And as Cal was pointing out, bear in mind, the president signed off on all the COVID shots and the lockdowns and all that sort of stuff as well. So they are relevant in what they sign off on. So it's not just like, oh, well, president's not that important. In certain aspects, yes, they are important. We've got two stooges and a communist who all are for open borders, have no problem with the trans agenda. And as Heather Humphreys stated when she was talking about how she has a little Yorkie, well, I have a little Yorkie, but I can't despise fox hunting, right? When she was asked about, what she thought of animal abuse. She's another one that got a man out of court on horrendous acts of animal abuse. While all this was going on, he wasn't supposed to have any animals in his care. He was also claiming the single payment from the farm subsidy. And this was all going on. And she covered all that over. Do you know what I mean? And she wants to be president as well. Like, it's just, they're going from bad to worse to worse to worse. And then they wouldn't let Maria Steen in.
I wouldn't worry about Humphreys or Gavin. Catherine Connolly's a shoe-in with the full supporting of the left.
Oh, yeah, and Sinn Féin and all that. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so the only question will be, what will the percentage of spoiled votes be versus the actual votes that she gets? Listen, we're in for, you have to remember, we're in for rough years. remember Sinn Féin only blocked the hate speech laws because they didn't think they went far enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason they didn't block them. We are getting censored as soon as Connolly is crowned Queen Communist.
Yeah.
The
So this is what I mean. The president does sign off on certain things.
Yeah, the stuff
that
that's going
will
to be
impact
pushed
us.
through.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to say that Sinn Féin, you're a big share of fucking drug dealers, and I hate drug dealers. I hate drugs. I hate.
I'm actually going to play Cal's video. Okay. Let's just share the screen. And I'll move you over there. Now, let's hear what he has to say.
Sean O'Riordan here from Anyone But the Irish. Watch this video.
One of the more important elections that's coming up in the next couple of weeks on 24th of October. While on one level, it's for a role that has no relevance. On the other hand, it's a chance and an opportunity for the people of Ireland to stand.
So Malachy Steenson's just said there that the presidency role has no real relevance. So why are you bringing people into town to spoil the vote so? To look good? Is it for your ego? Hi, I'm Malachy. I organised this. Is that what that's about? Do you forget that Michael D. Higgins, the president, signed off on the COVID vaccination certificate? That meant that you and everybody else in the country had to get the you know what, to go to a pub, to have a shit, to fart, to go on holidays, to see their loved ones. And now the deaths are up and over 25,000. It's totally irrelevant that the president signed off on that, or may sign off on other legislation that these corrupt bastards who are owned by Europe may bring through, especially when you see what's going to happen with this climate change and this digital ID bollocks. You think that's not relevant? And the relevancy that Maria Steen is a barrister who may see all through that corruption and may look at the legislation and say, I'm not signing that. I think that's the reason Conor McGregor wanted in there, because he could see what's coming down the line. And we can see what's coming down the line. Do you think Jim Gavin is going to say no when he sees something that's morally bankrupt? Or will he go, I better do this because they got me in power? What do you think, Malik? Do you think that's redundant? Do you think that role is redundant? I don't think so. So what are you doing? Why are you bringing people into town to walk up and down with their flags to spoil the vote and then say, it doesn't really matter because the presidency is not going to be worth the rank? That's all that do. Anyway, said my piece here. Knows what we won? Anyone but the Irish. There's some wafflers out there pretending they give a fuck.
Are important people with large voices finally copping on to what Steenson is?
Well, someone said it to me today. Everyone, it was just to put it in a group chat I was in, everyone slagging off Malachy, and Malachy slags off no one. I've never heard Malachy slagging off anyone. But what people don't know is Malachy gets a scumbag, his little henchman, to do the dirty work, like, you know what I mean? And his hands are kept clean. So that's all I'll say on the matter. He knows what he did on me, and I won't forgive them for it. And the march yesterday was a direct. It was directly down to him, and people are seeing through what's going on here now. You know what I mean? People have seen through it. You look at all the big names now. Nobody was there yesterday. Nobody.
Numbers were poor. Very
the
poor.
numbers were poor.
It
go
was
from
called
15,000
the week before Cork, which shouldn't have been done.
Cork is going.
Cork was well advertised beforehand.
Cork is going to be fantastic.
I hope so, because they put a lot of work into it. So
it is going to be fantastic, and the people behind it.
The question should be asked about some of these people: how many protests do you see them at that they are not involved in, or that they are not speaking at?
No, none. They don't even promote them. They don't even promote him. The only reason why he promoted the women and the man outside the thing was because he was on a stage yesterday with somebody who was promoting them. That's the only reason why he promoted them.
I know for a fact that he was asked several times, and I mean several times, to help them out.
Listen, I'm not going to shit on anyone. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? They know what they've done. Just let them off now.
Exactly.
Let them have their grown hair and or whatever. I don't really care. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't have to be asked several times. The rest of us were
meaningless
asked
now to me.
once.
Are they all wild gooses?
Are they all wild geese now? Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest.
Gooses. We can't call them geese.
The gooses
Wild
are going to be
gooses.
cooked.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Are
Lads,
they all
I'm going to
wild
move
gooses?
on here now because we have over 1,100 watching now, and I want to play Ferg's video.
Okay.
I want to. It's 6 minutes long, and listen, listen. You know the story with Ferg. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, so I'm going to play this. And yes,
he can. I'll come up and help you.
Go on, I'll try then. My name is Fergus Power. For those who don't know me, I've been on the streets for the last 5 years. I started off outside Mountjoy Jail every day for Enoch Book. You probably know the teacher that they locked up for not using pronouns. Basically started off there on my own. And after about 3 or 4 days, more people started joining me. I just made a homemade board, Ice Slam with Enoch. And I kept exploiting the public domain to let people know he was locked up in there. After that, we've been up and down the length and breadth of the country because of the mass illegal immigration. Shown support to different communities all around the country. My own community in Ballybrack, we stood up and we actually stopped it happening. We stopped 60 unvetted criminals, foreign criminals, being planted in our village. Thanks very much. There's a big price to pay when you truly put your head above the parapet. I've been targeted by the police, the government, the mainstream media, slandered, attacked, physically attacked by police, absolutely stood all over, locked up, taken away from my family. But nothing. The only reason I do this, I'm rooted in God, family and country. And that's why I do what I do, and that's why I'll never give up, I'll never stop until every one of these monsters this board, for those you don't know that little girl's name, it's Ava O'Brien. Her father's here today, Martin, to support me. We've been out with a group called the Most Unsung Heroes in Era. There's a group called Wake Up Era. And we went out at the start of all this and tried to warn people about the dangers in them jobs. It was I think it was the toughest job out of everything to do, because we got absolute dogs abuse at the start down the streets. But the change in the last year or so has been absolutely phenomenal. People know that they've been poisoned, their family members have been killed. Martin, in his own words, will tell you that his daughter here, she was murdered by Pfizer, and it was sanctioned by the Irish state. So he's not looking for sympathy, that man. He's looking for accountability, like we all are. And we're not going to stop till we get it, till every one of those fucking monsters is brought to task for what they've done. There's no other story that has deeply affected me emotionally than this girl here. When Martin came down, we were doing an information drop outside the Pfizer HQ in Ringsend, and Martin came down one day, and I don't know how the man was standing, telling me the story, what happened to his little girl. She was absolutely fit and healthy, not a bother on her, a phenomenal Irish dancer, an artist, just loved by everyone that knew her. She was coerced by her school, bullied into taking that job. She's the last one in her school to get it. Unfortunately, she did take it. And not long after, she got really, really sick. Turbo cancer. She had a 2.2 kilo tumour removed off her ovary. She was gone within 9 months. At 14 years of age, it was her anniversary last Wednesday. She was 3 years gone. An absolute disgrace. Like, there wasn't a bother on that girl. And it's after leaving the family absolutely fucking devastated and drowning in grief. And every one of these monsters, I'm not joking, that's my mission. I thank God that you chose me for this battle. I've been out on the streets fighting them all at every angle, everything you can think of, the mass illegal immigration, the jobs, the absolute filth that they were trying to put into school curriculums. So we've been fighting the last few years, but my whole thing is that it's impossible to be someone that'll never give up, and there's not an ounce of quitting me. Not an ounce of it. We've been absolutely battered by police. In my own village one day was the target of political policing. Superintendent Fergal Harrington on the day asked me to move across the road, which I was the only was going. And he said to me, he didn't think I had a body cam on me and I have it recorded. He said to me, I'd be only too happy to arrest you. Standing there with a flag, I went everywhere with my tricolour. I absolutely adore this country and there's nothing I won't do for it to save it. But yeah, I got absolutely manhandled, slammed to the concrete. I was stood all over. One guard had his knee, full weight, his knee on my neck, in my face. I have an issue with my spine that only got realised in later life. And when there's about 7 of them on me. And when I shouted to him, man, when you got off my back, I have a problem with my back. He actually dug his knee in as hard as he could into my spine. And I haven't been right since. But they were up there the next night. The next night, I made me business to go up there and face all them and show them I am never fucking backing down. Never. There's not a thing in this world that made me back down. Everything that I do is... Thank you. The only inspiration I need is to look at my children, look in their eyes. That's the only reason I do this for. I want them to thrive on this island, not just survive. This is their God-given birthright, and it has to be fought for. And we won't give up till it's taken back and placed in the arms of the people that really, sorry, in the hands of the people that truly adore her and only wants what's best for this country and our people. And that's my whole mission in this life. I thank God that I was born for this time, that he chose me for this battle. And I relish it. And I never give up.
Where's the other fella? Oh, there he's back.
I'm back. Yeah. It was brilliant, I have to say. Fair play to you, Ferg. Good man. And yes, someone was asking, is that the Ferg that's in the comments? That is the Ferg. Yes. There's only one Ferg, and I'm glad to say he's a friend of mine. I trust him wholeheartedly. So, yeah. There's a reason why there wasn't that many at the protest yesterday. Okay? That's all I'll say. People can see through what's going on. Between dossiers being drawn up on people and bullshit like that, that's not how you do things. Sorry. So I'm willing to sit down with anyone, but I'm not willing to sit down with them. Sorry.
Do you know what? At this stage now, no, we need to draw our lines and just say we know who the good people are. We know who the bad people are. The good people aren't always going to agree, and you'll get a little bit of bickering and this, that, and the other. But they're not bad people. You know, it's always sorted with a handshake or a chat or something like that. But the bad people, some would say ignore them. I'd be no, out them all publicly. Put it out there. Share the information you have on the bad people with the people in the know, because there's some guys out there you just shouldn't work with.
Yeah.
Joshy Peel is putting in the comments there something about said Sinn Féin are drug dealers. Listen, Sinn Féin and far left republicanism is inherently linked with drug dealing. Simple as that.
Yeah. It is. But yeah, again, fair play to Ferg. I'm gonna clap on there. Fair play to you, mate. You do everything.
He's great. Do you know he's a great speaker? He's the same as Gavin. It's just
natural. From the heart.
Yeah. Just straight out. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you want to play Shea Bows? It's just amazing when you see what goes on in Brussels. It's just going on all over the world when you look at governments.
Hang on, my phone is ringing. I'm going to just come off for a second, right? Used to yap there yourselves.
Can you send me the video, Orla, on WhatsApp?
You get it up, Martin, will you?
No. I keep having the term. I got 1 second, just in case. I'm having terrible glitches tonight.
Right. Yeah, look what I'm on, people. Look, water.
You know what? I like a Sunday night pint.
Anyway, I sent it over there to you.
Orla, Jibbles. Okay, so I want to. I really hung the screen way too high. pull this down here. Da-na-na-na. I'm not going to bait the mouse like Paul. Actually, I'll do a Paul on it.
I know.
Let's save that. Boom. Geez, even with fast internet, it does actually take a while to download this stuff.
That's only a short video. It's only 56 seconds.
But you have to get it down, then you have to get it back up again.
Okay.
Your browser is having trouble sharing the video. This can happen if the file is invalid. Interesting. Did you send me an invalid file?
No. It should be working.
Yeah, no, it's not playing.
It's downloaded. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm
No,
playing it.
I have it saved. I'll tell you what, it's not coming through on my WhatsApp end. You know when you get the little traffic cone on the video.
Right. Okay.
Hang on. No.
Sorry.
It's downloaded now.
I'm just looking at the end of that there. I didn't let that play out the end of Ferg's thing there. I'm just going to play the rest of it here now. All right? Just give me a second.
Just one more thing, lads. This fight never ends until every Indigenous man, woman, and innocent Irish child and this country itself truly knows the meaning of the word freedom. All right. God bless everyone here. Thank you.
Good stuff, Ferg.
Fair play to you, Ferg. Fair play. No, I just looking at it there, and the end is still. I thought, well, how come we missed the end there? You know. So that was the end of it. Fair play.
So as we've seen in the last.
Oh, it just went there. Sorry. Yeah, it's Shea Balls on. I'll just put this to one side and I'll play that.
I have it here. I have it in the media assets.
It's up. It's up already.
Look. Yeah. Well. Okay.
Look, Paul. Just let me get it up once this show, please.
Okay, go ahead. You get it up.
Orla, will you just give a lead into this again there, please?
It still won't be enough. Trust me.
I don't even know what you two are talking about now at this stage, right?
True. I know. Orla, you need to step out and say, truer words never spoken, my friend.
Yeah.
God, men, like
brilliant.
it's only a video. Calm down. As long as it's played,
I actually like Shea Balls. He's great. He's
he's very good. Yeah, I thought this.
Someone just saying Jim Gavin has announced he is withdrawing from the presidency.
No way. Is that?
Look into that now in a minute. Go.
So as we've seen in the less savoury parts of town, Brussels and Belgium has a lot of problems. Immigration, crime, huge problems with addiction, suicide, and guess what? There's another side of the coin. And that side of the coin is the absolute luxury that many of the MEPs and diplomats who throng to this country and the capital here, Belgium, they live in places like this, gated communities in one of the very leafy suburbs. Now, these guys get vast amounts of cash, bonuses, pensions. Think about it. Politicians from small European countries, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Ireland, they do their stint in the state parliaments, they get dumped out of it and they get appointed into top roles in the EU. Kaja Kallas, how are you? And they also end up with these beautiful apartments, nice G-Wagon. But you'd think they'd actually clean up their streets, right?
Yeah, I want to remove that. Oh, yeah,
it's gone. Oh, you have it gone.
Isn't that just shocking? Like, and the money and everything, and look at the state of the streets. But doesn't it just show it's everywhere? Like, the money that they like between expenses and everything, it's just scandalous.
What is Micheál Martin? What do you think his role is in Ireland at the minute?
To ruin the country.
He's doing a good job.
His gig in the EU is already set up for him. He's already been given his 30 pieces. He already got his 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, he sold his soul.
Yep.
Can't say I'm surprised, but Micheál Martin should resign as he chose very badly. Jim Gavin withdraws from presidential election. There you go. He was brutal today, anyway. Brutal. Well, hold on, lads. Like, you may as well put Banty McEnany in there for Jesus' sake. If we're going with GAA here, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, lads. You know what I mean?
Is that confirmed? Jim Gavin is gone.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah, Elaine Mullally has it up there on 3 minutes ago. Can't say I'm surprised, but
so that's the controversy over the
assuming it's over
landlord.
the rent. He had
stuff.
Money that was arrested.
And all of his dirty little secrets about how he fancied the ladies are coming out. So Micheál Martin didn't protect him. Micheál Martin is the most protected man in Ireland. You can't find dirt in Micheál Martin. It exists. You just can't find proof because the EU have scrubbed all his records. So that makes it does that not make it a 2-horse race? And Humphreys is like I don't want to be too impolite, but she's like a fucking simpleton from Cavan.
Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm from Cavan. Excuse me.
But that's what she comes across as. So basically, the government is handing the presidency to
a communist,
the far left.
Yeah.
So whatever the government that they're controlled by the EU, whatever the government is planning to pass law-wise, they need the most extreme left person sitting to sign off on the policy,
which they will have.
Guys, digital ID, you're getting it. You're getting it way faster than you thought. Way faster than you thought.
Ken O'Flynn is literally after putting it up there now about Jim Gavin. So yeah, he's definitely gone. So yeah. And did anyone watch the because I had it up? I don't know if I sent it on. Did anyone watch?
You got it up. You had it up.
No, I can't have it up.
I've seen some videos of women that.
No, that's
right,
different
Martin,
types. They're not real women, Martin. Do me and you need to have
Joshy Peel is asking there.
Female bodybuilders.
Joshy Peel is asking there.
Yeah,
Joshy Peel is asking. Paul Fitz, I am asking you to address Martin's comments on all Sinn Féin are drug dealers. Just not on. Very annoyed here.
I addressed it like two minutes ago. And if you chose not to listen, that's your fault. Watch it back.
Okay.
Also, in the words of Elon Musk, go fuck yourself.
You don't care whose feelings you hurt. Okay.
No, not tonight. Too many death threats today.
She wants another agenda added, for fuck's sake. Loony lefties. Yes, they all do, yeah. Death threats today, Martin, was it?
Yeah, there was
actually I bet they were actually quite sinister.
yeah.
I'll give him credit. Yeah, you could stick that in the trailer of a good fucking psychological thriller or horror movie or something like that. Look, you get them. Nonsense people.
There you go, Orla. A cabin man asked his wife to put her jacket on. He was going for a point. The wife asked, so am I going to? He said, no, I'm turning off the heat.
Oh, thanks, Barry. Haven't heard that one before.
I've never heard that one before. It's
I've heard it.
He's never run out of cabin jokes, honest to God.
Oh, I like that, Chris. Thanks.
What was that? Go back to Chris Martin.
It's very apt for my personality.
Very true, Chris. See, we just don't listen to Martin anymore. We just tune out.
Yeah.
I'm looking through Michael McCarthy's things here because it was a brilliant video he had up from Keir Starmer, pretty much saying.
Did you send it on to me?
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Hold on.
I want to go with this Agenda 2030 thing, right? Okay, it's 5 minutes long.
Fine,
I'm going to go with this and come back and play, right? Go on, talk to you.
This is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. It is the inventory and control plan. Inventory and control of all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all food, all energy, all information, and all human beings in the world. And this is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations back in 1992. It's a United Nations plan. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. And so many of us around the world think that, sustainable development, it just sounds so great. Isn't it about recycling and creative reuse and creating energy and food resources for everyone? And the answer is no, it really is not. It's about moving populations into city centers, concentrated city centers, and clearing them out of the rural areas. All systems have to be brought into harmony in order to control them all. Because when systems don't meet, when they're out of balance or not in sync with one another, they can't be controlled centrally. And the goal of Agenda 21 is one world government and total control from a central unit. Every nation that signed on to Agenda 21 has its local Agenda 21 plan. People in the United States are completely unaware of this. If I go out and talk about this, the United States press attacks me and calls me, which is totally ridiculous. It is but it's not a theory. It's a fact. The three pillars of United Nations Agenda 21 are economy, ecology, and equity, the 3 E's. And everyone sort of thinks that they know what that means, the idea of social equity. It must mean that, everyone's going to have access to clean water and clean air, and no one's property is going to be used as a dumping ground because they are at a poverty level. But really what social equity is about impoverishing huge portions of the population and bringing down the developed nations. Everything that we're looking at now is destined to collapse our economies. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. And what major corporations want in this development is to be able to have full movement of workers without borders or boundaries, to be able to move their goods through without regulations, and to reduce wages. And so this is the goal. So this is what you find with social equity. And of course, economy and ecology is about, these are the 3 circles: economy, ecology, and social equity. And where they meet in the center is balance. But really that balance is a communitarian balance. So it's not balance of well-being of the people. What it is it's a balance for corporations so that they can exploit and control and have populations in an area, in tightly packed, dense areas, so that they can be surveilled and managed. And this is what that balance looks like as far as the development of a totalitarian state is. The mainstream media is owned by 5 major corporations, and you're not going to get this information from the mainstream press. So you need to be your own press. You need to educate yourself. You need to get out there and educate your neighbors, your community, your real community. You need to help your children understand that they're being indoctrinated from pre-kindergarten to postgraduate school. All of us have a responsibility to ourselves and to others. This is true community, to work for personal freedom. And always remember that even though we work as a group, if we do work as a group, we're all individuals in those groups. And we answer only to ourselves. And this is essential. It's essential as free human beings. This is what we are. We are free, and we need to continue to be free. And I do believe that we will win, but we have to become aware that there is a fight, and then make our friends and our neighbors and our community aware as well, and work together.
Is that Catherine Austin Fitz, or do you know who did that?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, I
is
think
that,
it is.
that her?
That's one of the writing. Yeah, yeah.
She's fantastic. I got sent a video today. I stuck it into one of the groups. It's 2 years old, but do you remember Melissa Kume they had an organization. It was what was it called? Think Local. And they were going to have an event 2 years ago, and the whole thing fell through because of lefty pressure. It was the same thing that they tried to do to Mish Era. Her concepts on self-sustaining economies, local communities, the roadmaps are all there. You need certain levels of skill set. You need engineers, you need doctors, you need nurses, you need people who know how to generate power, you need farmers, you need this, that, and the other. But it is like everybody knows, a couple of hundred people that are able to, can bring a skill set to a community. Every single one of us can get off the grid. Every single one of us. It just takes a little bit of organization, a little bit of hard work, and just step outside the system. We all just go somewhere ourselves. Everybody has skills. Every single person has skills, and you just put those skills to use and you build your own community and just go, you know what? We don't need government. We don't need you for anything. And once we're prosperous, because we're happy and we're breeding and we have big families and we just expand over time. It's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. Like,
but I don't think people realise that. I just sent over that video there now. Like, this is coming from Keir Starmer. Like, people need to realise how serious this is going to get if this gets in. Now, it's up at nearly 3 million, the petition in the UK. But I mean, how many million are in the UK? And it's only 3 million. It needs to be like a hell of a lot more than that. What is there, 16 million or something like that in the UK?
80 odd million. Yeah.
Oh, 80. Sorry.
Yeah, that's across in the entire United Kingdom.
Yeah,
it might be 86 now,
but like, it needs to go ahead. I know, obviously, you have to take out children and this, that, and the other, but there needs to be a hell of a lot more signing that petition. But anyway,
no,
like, this is going to get.
Yeah, so they need 8 million. If populated, they need 10% to warrant any proper change.
Yeah,
it's all irrelevant. We just need to build. Every single person needs to just drop tools, quit their jobs.
But they're actually coming out and saying it. So we only played the video there from the from van der Leyen the other day, and like, she actually comes out with the words "the new world order." Like, she actually says it, and yet that was supposed to be a conspiracy theory.
Joshy Peel is not happy with you, Martin. You did not address the issue.
I don't care. If you're a grassroots Sinn Féin member, then you shouldn't be. It's as simple as that. If you accept Michelle Twattyhead and Mary Pooh as your leaders, and you're doing nothing about it, and you're doing nothing about the fact that the ex-Republicans, the sons of the ex-Republicans, are literally just moved into racketeering, prostitution, fucking criminal activities, drug dealing. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you're saying you're still a paid up Sinn Féin member, you should be ashamed of yourself. F you know where to find me.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. I think
if you truly believed in the principles of Sinn Féin, the old enemy is gone. Right? It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. The British Empire does not exist anymore. We're fighting a completely different enemy. If you still believe in the principles that Sinn Féin were founded upon, I would suggest you join into. That's as close as you're going to get. Stop paying Sinn Féin money. They don't fucking need it. Join into, and if you're a political activist, help Pader Tobin build a proper opposition over time. That's what you can do with your time, rather than holding on to. Do you know what? I get the whole soccer thing that, jizz, I'm a Liverpool supporter, I'm a Celtic supporter, I'm a Man U, whatever. I understand that concept. I threw away my teams a long time ago. I have no team, bar the right one. And my moral compass is pretty okay, so I know what the right team is.
Sinn Féin are traitors, simple as.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And unless you're willing to literally take out the top 20, it's 28 of them, and if you count the back room in Belfast, you're talking 40 people to take out there. Then you're of no use. Stop paying your subscription. Join into, if that's what you believe in. If you are still truly a Republican, join into.
And I'm just going to ask you, Josh, do you not know any Sinn Féin drug dealers? No, you don't know any of them, because I could probably name 3 or 4 for you, off the top of my head.
So the answer there is you are full of shit, Murph.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
My dad wants all
sorry,
of his
I was
family to sell our
when you were
houses
reading
and buy
out
a
there,
compound together and live like the Amish. My dad is always right. We are all going for it. You're right
Yeah,
too, Irish Mammy. Well
100%.
done.
Irish Mammy, what we need to do is we need to pool resources, choose an area that is easily defendable, quite fertile, low cost of living, so to speak, and just get to, and literally do the commune thing. And we'll be fine. We could start with 50 to 100 people, smart people with skills, and build something fantastic.
There's a mansion off the Clare coast up for sale for 9.5 million. It's a whole island. It's an island and a mansion on the island. That would be ideal.
Well, we're going to need a lot of people to buy us a coffee, Paul.
Nah, listen, I'm thinking if one of us won the bleeding Euro Millions or something, we just buy it and just that'd be the commune, you know. That's wishful
if I
thinking,
win,
you know?
if I win the Euro Millions, I'm literally gathering my closest people to me, my friends, my family, and I'm not gone. Oh, I'm building huge walls and investing in massive firepower, and we're going to be fine inside the walls. We will be fine. We will be fine. It'll be a relatively small number of people, but you're all coming. Your families are all coming, and everybody else who knows me, they'll know whether they're coming or not.
Thanks, Kathy. Kathy's just saying, I just want to say a big thank you to Paul for pulling up the tarp for the hunger strikers the other night. They were praising you yesterday and said you were a blessing.
Good woman, Kathy.
My Mark keeps telling me that. Yeah, I went
How
in
are you
there.
keeping, Kathy? I haven't spoken to you in ages.
No, Kathy's great.
Good stuff.
Kathy has been. Kathy was who was on to me about highlighting it in the first place, and she's been
brilliant.
around loads of people trying to get what was going on highlighted.
So she's still working her backside off. Good stuff, Kathy. Well done.
Yeah, well, Kathy started a new job, so she's busy out. So she is.
But she's still doing the good work. Well done, Kathy.
The good work, yes.
McGregor could buy it and build
I was actually just looking this up, so I want to, because I know time's starting to run out. So I was sorry, I got the figures wrong because I was thinking about London. That's what I was thinking about. So there's nearly 10 million in London, right? And only coming up to 3 million have signed that petition. There's a hell of a long way to go. Like, do people realize how serious this digital ID is? Like, you know what I mean? I know this is England, but this is coming over to Ireland.
Is that just sorry? The people who signed the petition, are they just Londoners, or that the whole UK?
Like it gives the numbers that it's coming up to 3 million that have signed the petition against the digital ID, right? But when you Google it, right, that's what I was thinking of. It was London. So London is nearly up. I thought it was 16 million, but no, it's actually coming up to 10 million. So that's only London. That's not like the rest of the UK. Like, it is a long way to go. Like, there should be more millions signing that petition.
No, Orla, people don't care and they're stupid, and you have to. Okay, so you have to.
Those people sit back doing nothing are going to destroy.
No, Orla, you have to. You're thinking in 100% terms. You have to understand 50% of the population don't agree with you, so they're never going to sign it. Another 25% don't care. Another 10%. No, it's not right. They don't care. Another 5%. Well, I'm not sure what UK terms. In Irish terms, a third of the population work for the state. A third of the population are on welfare from the state of some form, and a third of the population essentially pay for everything, or support it through their taxation. The third that work for the state don't want to rock the boat because they've got good terms and conditions. The third that are on welfare don't want to rock the boat because they've got good terms and conditions. The third that are paying for everything, you automatically have to split into 15% or 50%. So it's 15 and 15, because 15 will be left leaning and 15 will be right leaning. You're going to have a lot of interchangeable but just roughly speaking. So you've only got 15% of the population that actually kind of agree with us. And outside of that 15%, you probably have maybe 2 to 3% that are brave enough to say it out loud. That's the reality of the world you're living in.
Yeah, but we're not, like, the UK isn't even up to anything like those figures.
They're actually doing fantastic. 3 million out of them, they're well above the 2 to 3% mark.
Well, I thought there'd be far more.
No,
how serious it is.
No, that's they're doing really, really good. They're actually above the curve, hitting 3.5, maybe 3.7% of the population having signed off on that. That's actually very, very good going.
And I'd love to know as well, I always say the same thing, how many are writing, how many are emailing, you know, all the different ministers and things like that. Same as here, like emailing your councillors and TDs. How many is doing that? You'd love to know that as well. Or they just give it out on Facebook.
I'm just going to stay there. No, this is Joshua Peel. This is the Sinn Féin guy. That's listen. Come back on and talk anytime you want, mate. I don't mind. Do you know what I mean? I'll put out your things. Obviously, no, he doesn't know any drug dealers. But if I did, Paul, I'd do something about it through the party. I fucking hate drug dealers. Okay,
Fair
well,
play.
maybe not in your area, mate.
Fair play.
Touche. Yeah. Maybe not in your area, or maybe you don't know. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, it is happening, mate. It is happening.
Fair play to you. And there is a big difference between traditional, old school, generational Sinn Féin and the scroats that use republicanism as an excuse. Their dads and granddads republicanism as an excuse to engage in illegal activities. I will make that distinction. But look, Shinners, you're either a scumbag Shinner or you're a traitor Shinner. There ain't much in between. You know, anybody who was good got out. I still don't understand why more members, more ex-Shinners aren't flocking to Aintu, because it's clean politics and it's actually.
And as Chris McCormick says there, you could be forgiven for voting Sinn Féin 2 cycles back, but to stand behind that banner in 2024.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
I do agree. Yeah. Sinn Féin are traitors. Like, listen, I voted Sinn Féin. I voted Workers' Party all my life, and then I started voting Sinn Féin because I wanted. We wanted change because we could see this
vote Workers' Party? Oh my God!
Years ago, yeah, I did.
I didn't know that about you. Oh my God! No. Saying that, who's worse? Who's worse? I voted Fianna Fáil for fucking years.
I never voted any of them.
Who did? Hey, hang on. Who did more harm to the country? Fucking me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Paul, do you want to get that video played? And then there's another important video.
Which one are we going? Which one are we going?
The last one there now with Michael McCarthy.
Oh no, the Starmer one. You did. Hang on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Save it. Did it? Open it. See this Keir Starmer? I can't bleed.
Yeah, I know. But look, he's saying the words.
I'll tell you, hey, himself and Catherine Connolly are going to get on like a house in the fire. Both fucking communist card carrying fucking commies.
Yeah. Let me move this over. Let's go.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. We spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
You will not be able to work in the UK if you do not get digital ID. That's why he said the state of the UK. People must remember the power is in the people. It always is. The only way this works is through compliance. If there's mass non-compliance with this, it doesn't matter if he says you won't be able to work. They'll have to let you work. Because if you have 50, 60, 70% of the population not going along with it, what are they going to do? Shut down all the hospitals, shut down all the businesses? It's impossible. They'll be forced to let people go to work, whether they like it or not. Only way these things work is if there's compliance, if there's mass compliance, if people go along with it. If everyone just said, no, I'm not doing it, well, then it doesn't happen. And people need to remember the power is always sits with the people. If enough people take a stand to something, it will happen.
There you have
That's just it, isn't it? Enough people don't take a stand.
It's the same thing we say over and over again. People just have to stand up and say no. Simple as that. No.
Mandatory is not a law.
No, it's not.
Mandatory, you have to agree to. You have to agree.
Yeah.
Paul, this is very short. Do you want to play the one on the doctors? This was actually brought up on Ireland AM, which I was very surprised they even addressed it.
Okay, I have
This
it
is
here.
what's
It's only a
going
couple of
on.
seconds long. Yeah, doctors.
We move on to the Irish Times. Doctors struck off in the UK, still working in Ireland. Doctors who are professionally sanctioned overseas, including for sexual misconduct and patient harm, can retain their Irish licences without the public being aware of their offences. That's according to an Irish Times investigation.
Now, there you have it. So we have no idea what's even in our hospitals. Whether they have fake documents, you know, it doesn't matter what they've done in other countries. Sure, they come on over here to Ireland and sure, they can treat people in hospitals, and it's great. It's a great country. Fantastic.
Right, we 10 minutes left.
On the plus side, Orla, it's only for foreigners getting abused by these bad doctors, because Irish people actually can't get to see a doctor, can't actually.
Well, that's true. I can vouch for that. You can't get in to see a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this one here. This is 3 minutes long. Palantir must be stopped. Okay, let's play this and we'll come back and then we'll finish it.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah, I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
There you go.
Really looking forward to that now. Can't wait.
This is what's coming. It's already in China. It's there. They're using it. It's the biggest experiment ever. And that's what they want here.
Well, we won't need to worry. We'll be in jail long before that.
Oh, gee, I will. And anyway, I will. Hang on, I just want to share this.
Me and you together on this, so.
Yeah. We're gone. Yeah, me and you are
We're gone.
Yeah.
Nope. Not
Hang on,
catching
Bye-bye.
I can live in the woods, guys. I'm happy out.
Yeah.
Look,
Hey, Martin.
Gav is gone.
It's gone, no! Oh, Lord.
Thanks for
Martin, if you're out in the
sending that in.
woods, please make sure and have clothes on you this time.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
You were scaring the animals that day.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I did. The ISPCA got complaints.
Right, I'm going to finish on this one. Right, this is a Muslim man. Okay, this is a Muslim man talking about. Hold on, sorry, as well. I just want to put this up as well. Who sent me that image?
Reminder: Cork next Saturday, everybody.
Oh yes, this Saturday coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there you go. That's a picture of Paul there now. I'm just putting that up there now before we finish. We are all Paul Nolan. Do you remember the other fella said we are all Antifa?
Yeah.
We are all Paul
Ah,
Nolan.
yes.
Stuff.
And I'm going to play this one here
right.
now. This is the Risen People. Okay, I didn't put the sound on that, so let me do the sound this time. I have it there. It's okay. I have it there.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers.
Brilliant. Well done there. Am I back on there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the Cork one here. I did have it here last. Where are we?
She's so gonna kill you.
Cork.
Fair play to Owen. He's done. He's been doing fantastic work down in Cork.
He has, yes.
And
I heard this great
just
team
going
down
to-
there. So I hope there's a good
You have a
tournament.
good team down there, and please God, we'll get them out. We'll get them all out next week. Let's just share this here. Okay. There it is there. National protest for Orla Grand Parade, Cork City, next Saturday, the 11th of October at 1 p.m. Assembly at Monument.
Great speakers.
Speakers will include Justin Barrett, Barry Stone, Anthony Casey, Aaron Malone, Mary White, and many more. So, lads, yeah, if you can get there next Saturday, please do. Bring your tricolours with you and help the people of Cork out there, please, because the people of Cork travel all around the country, you know what I mean? And the people of Limerick and everywhere else.
Great support required, but great speakers. There's a beautiful diversity of opinion and options there. You know what I mean? It's a truly open platform for everybody to sell their wares, unlike other protests, so to speak, where it's one or two people selecting who gets to speak.
Yeah.
That's Cork is representing true free speech because they're platforming absolutely everybody who has something interesting to say.
I might have been sent this video from Ruth Carpenter. Yeah. No, I'm not going to play it. No, I'm not.
Oh, God, no. I don't want nightmares tonight.
We've millions of comments in here. Look, all systems.
I love this.
What's this?
Go back to it. Well done.
To do the Murph.
It needs to demurph. Yeah, well done. That's great. That's brilliant.
Fair play to you, Josh.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm an acquired taste. It's as simple as that.
And that he is.
Yeah, I have very, very strong opinions on certain things. So I is what I is, so to speak. I make no apologies.
They already have us with our phones. Anybody who holds the PPS card, they have chips on them, very visible.
Yeah.
And what I will say is, when I had to go in and get my PPS card 2 years ago or whatever, they do facial recognition and everything. Everything is done. And I said it to them. I said, what's this all about? Oh, no, this is just the way it is. If you don't want to get the picture taken, you won't get PPS card. You'll get nothing. So they have you, you know? Yeah. Muslims not here to assimilate. They're here to take over. And on that one, I'm going to play this one here. This is the Muslims in Canada. Okay, watch this.
What happened to a gay couple in Palestine, sir?
What?
What would happen to a gay couple in Gaza?
Executed according to Islamic law. Islam doesn't endorse gayism. Islam doesn't endorse homosexuality.
And do you think that's good?
If I were to...
Do you think that's good, sir? Do you think it's good for gays?
I would get executed, right? I would get prosecuted. In the same way, Islam doesn't approve of being gay.
I see. Okay, so would you like to see Sharia law in Canada replace Canadian law?
At some point it will. You know, because we have families, we are making babies. You're not. Your population is going down the slum.
That's right?
Right? And by 2060, according to Pew Research Institute, your research, by 2060, Muslims will be the biggest religious group the world over. What are you going to do then? Actually, are you going to oppose Sharia even then?
Well, you know what? I'm very appreciative of the honesty. We don't usually get that. So you do support Sharia. You do want a Muslim majority nation in the West End, correct?
Just like you had a Western majority nation in the land of Native Americans, one day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada. Right in your face.
There you have it.
And they're not even denying it.
Well.
And then all the ones out there with their Palestinian flags and their trans flags and
yeah. Sick of
remember, Paul Murphy changed that flag on his Twitter page.
On his bio, yeah. Guys, I got an email in. I'm not going to read it now because there's only 5 minutes left, but I'm only to find it there now. It's about iPads and different stuff. We will cover it on Wednesday night, Orla, because I need to have about 20 minutes or a half an hour on this one. You know what I mean? So it's actual. It's a whistleblower has got on to me and sent me this, and there's some damning stuff in it. Like, you know what I mean? The halal meat's not even halal meat. Your man bought a stamper and he just stamps it himself. So yeah. But I'll read the full email. What?
My buddy Dr. Al-Qadri, is it?
Al-Qadri. No, well, this is the guy who runs the iPads down there. He's the man who stamps the meat. Yeah. Have the names of everyone. Of all the names of everything. I'll talk about it on Wednesday evening. Or I might just do a little bit on it myself. You know what I mean? We'll see. I'll see. But I have it there. I found it there, and I'm looking at it there. It's going to take me a while to go through. So everyone, fair play to you. Thanks for tonight. And Jim
buy
Gavin
Paul a coffee and buy Orla a Bulmers, please.
Yes, please.
Hey! You can buy me a Bulmers on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm not safe. You just don't be.
You don't want to be drinking with Martin. You don't want to be drinking with Martin.
Yeah, just everybody just. I should be like a guy who smells. Everybody should stay fucking 10 to 15 feet away from me all day Saturday.
Yeah.
That's all right.
For fear,
Martin, I'm going to drop you down, and I will talk to you. Just hang on down there. Thank you very much for coming on. It's been emotional as usual. Talk to you in a minute. Orla, thank you very much. And I will talk to you in a few minutes. Fair play to you. Thank you.
No problem. Good night.
Talk to you in a bit. Good night and God bless. And I'll make myself bigger. And you know what I need to do? I actually forgot to do it, didn't I? Where is he? There he is there. Yeah. Well, listen, thanks very much for everyone who tuned in. And you can please buy us a coffee if you can, as we did last week. Fair play to you. The merch will be ready next week or the week after. So, Angela Leggett, thanks, Paul, Orla, and Martin. Thank you, Angela. Thanks, everyone who tuned in. We had 1232. Fair play to everyone who tuned in. And as I say every night, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose, and it will defend itself. Good night, and God bless.